Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a collective love reading for the sign of Scorpio, and just a reminder that this won't resonate. I get kind of specific, so it won't resonate with every Scorpio out there, but if you feel called to, you can check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus and Venus. No, I'm going to leave that in. So today I'm using mainly tarot. Instead of oracle cards, I'm just going to use tarot, so it will be kind of specific, and then I'm going to get a few channeled messages for you. So today we're looking at you and them and the energy of the past, what's coming, feelings. So let's get into it, Scorpio. What deck do I want to use for you? Let's use this deck. All right, so Scorpio, what's going on here? Right away, I'm seeing a lot of air energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the 10 of Wands. So you could be in separation with this person, but I feel like there could be, or maybe I saw the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Wands. So for some of you, you know, maybe you've been in separation for a while with the 4 of Swords, but the 10 of Wands can be an indication that there's progress being made, even if you can't see it. The other thing I was hearing with the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Wands is you could have hit your breaking point, or you could have hit your limit. There could have been a lot of overwhelm, anxiety, and maybe you had to put up boundaries and withdraw your energy. But we'll see what comes out. I always mention, I get a lot of energy from or downloads from the shuffles, so I want to mention it. We have the 5 of Wands. So that does show conflict, arguments, blockages. All right, so what does Scorpio need to know about their situation? We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. So Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be going through a glow up right now with the Queen of Wands. This person could be feeling very magnetized towards you. You could feel a spiritual connection with this person. Interesting. You could be a fire and earth pairing, even though we have Scorpio here. You could have other placements, like you could have earth placements and they could have fire placements, or vice versa. So let's see what's happening here. Let's look at your energy first, Scorpio. Show me Scorpio's energy. We have the Page of Wands. You could be going through a spiritual awakening. We also have Judgment. So you could even be trying to make a judgment call whether or not you should explore something new. Rather than, you know, I feel like the person coming through for you, I don't think they're a new person. It feels like they're I almost said a younger person, weird. It feels like it's a past person where you went into separation. But you could be going through a lot of self-evaluation right now. You could be going through an awakening. And you could be wondering if it's time to release this past person and have new love in your life. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be trying to make a judgment call, is what I mean, about whether or not you should explore something new. Let's get another one. Show me Scorpio's energy. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So it almost feels like you could be, I'm getting a few different messages, so let me get through it, but we have 2 pages here. So you could be very focused on your children right now and your home and your stability and your business for some of you. For others of you, you could have two people in your energy. You know, possibly this past person that I'm picking up on, along with someone new that maybe you met online or connect with online. These pages are kind of giving me that you could be thinking about or have someone new in your energy other than this past person. You don't have to. I'm getting a lot of different messages for you. So the children, focusing on your children was one of them. We also have pages are number 11. So we have 1111 here. So you could be working on your stability or your foundation, especially with the 10 of Pentacles being here. The other thing I was hearing is you could be going through, like I said, you could be trying to make a judgment call. You could be doing a lot of self-evaluation, wondering if you can still have something long-term, if you can still have success with this person from your past, or if you should explore new. And that doesn't mean that you have someone new in your energy. You could be kind of going through that thought process of, can I even build a future with this past person with all that overwhelm and anxiety and conflict and arguments? Or is there someone else out there for me? And the 10 of Pentacles. So focused on your stability, thinking about your long-term future. With the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, with the 10 of Pentacles combination, you could be doing something, there could be some sort of new work thing or creative thing that you're starting, possibly online. But anyway, that was a lot. So let's see what's going on with this person from your past that I'm picking up on. What's going on with the person from your past? Look, we have 4 of Swords energy here. So it does feel like you're withdrawn or you're on a break with someone and you could be contemplating your future. Can I have a fresh start with that person? Can I have success, or is there someone else out there for me? So let's look at this past person that you're in separation with. Show me the past person. Whoa. Whoa. So it's very interesting that I'm picking up on this energy where you're kind of like, should I release it? It's either that you're wondering if you should release it, or you've met someone new, or you're, you know, I don't know, there's something very magnetic about your energy, and it's very interesting because your person is in very different energy than you. They're hitting rock bottom. We have the 10 of Swords, which is pain. It's rock bottom energy. Your person, it's like there's a big dark black cloud over them. We have the 2 of Swords. They feel stuck. They feel stagnant. And we have the Death card. So they're going through a transformation. Scorpio energy. We have earth and fire energy coming out again. So they could be going through some sort of ending in their life. A job could be ending, a friendship, a behavior. There could be an ego death happening. And they don't know what to do here. This ending could be connected to you as well. But it's leading to a transformation. But they feel stuck about how to come towards you. I'm going to get one more for them. One more. Show me their energy. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Well, that's interesting for what's ending. This is very similar to Cancer now. Or I see similarities between you and Cancer. So the Knight of Swords is intense arguments. It's hurtful words. So your person definitely, that's kind of what I was seeing when I was shuffling. I was seeing a lot of overwhelm. Remember, I was seeing a lot of anxiety. I was seeing the Queen of Swords. I even mentioned maybe you had to put up boundaries with this person. Maybe you had to say, like, I know my worth and this isn't it. And I was talking about an ego death. So your person, the ego death that they're going through could be connected to communication, through connected to impulse, their reactions, hurtful words, intense arguments. Oh, something about communication. They are in their head. Where you're in more of a grounded energy. It's very interesting because you're in more of a grounded energy and they're very much in their head with all this. It's all swords. And I believe the Knight of Swords talks about needing to go within when it's in reverse. Knight of Swords, they need to take time to connect with their inner voice. Interesting. It's really interesting because this Knight of Swords, it's like the universe is trying to slow this person down and get them to work on their stability. So there's definitely been, they've hit rock bottom and there's an ego death happening. Let's see how you feel about that. No, past energy. I want past energy first. What is past energy between these two people? We have the Two of Cups and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So it does show that there was a connection here. There was mutual attraction. There was the potential for something solid with the Ace of Pentacles. There was love here with the Two of Cups. We've got the Six of Swords and we've got the Empress. Interesting. Interesting. So in the past, it does feel like you were very patient with this person. With the Empress, I feel like you tried to be patient with this person. You tried to invest in this connection. But I feel like there's something about them. Look at all the swords coming up on their side. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that this person could have had a lot of wounding that prevented them from investing in this connection or showing up in this connection in a healthy way. I'm feeling there's something about their communication that is not healthy. It's like, I feel like this person was holding on to things from the past. So this could have been someone who, with the Six of Swords, they could have been holding on to trauma from the past, wounding from the past, that entered this connection. I feel like you were patient with them. I feel like you tried to nurture this connection. You tried to nurture this pentacle. But it just feels like this person was so in their head. And the Six of Swords talks about needing to learn lessons. And maybe this person wasn't willing to learn those lessons. And then with the Ten of Swords here, it's like the universe is trying to get them to learn their lesson. And you could have had to move on from this connection because they were in all this sword energy. The other thing I'm hearing with this could have been someone who was very reactive and had unhealthy communication. So when you tried to talk to them, they could have taken things that happened, like things that you did in the past, and they could have like weaponized it in conversation. Like I said, these readings are very specific, so they're not going to resonate with everyone. And you definitely, like, I feel like you could have tried to be patient with this person, but you could have had to leave them behind. Or this person could have impulsively moved away from you energetically. Let's see how you're feeling about them. How are you feeling about them? We've got the Seven of Swords. How did I know that was going to come out? Four of Cups on the bottom. So this person, I feel like they took your love for granted. They took your patience for granted. The Seven of Swords, this person definitely could have ran from this connection. But the Seven of Swords is kind of what I was just getting at when I was talking about how this person could have, their communication could have been, I just heard shady as fuck. Like their communication could have been very unhealthy. There's something about their communication. They could have deceived you. They could have lied to you. You could have felt like they were manipulating you. You could have felt like they were gaslighting you, invalidating you, projecting onto you. And that's kind of what I was getting at when I said this person could have used things from your past or things that you had done in conflict and like thrown it back at you. It's kind of like it's some shady behavior, Seven of Swords. And I just started feeling very anxious when that card came out. So there could have been something about their communication or the way they spoke to you or the intense arguments, their aggression, their reactions. And I said this in a reading earlier, but when someone reacts like that, please don't misunderstand me. I am not making excuses. There's no reason why anyone should treat anyone like that. But what's happening is they're reacting from a wound from childhood. You're triggering something unhealed within them. And that's not your fault. And you don't deserve that. But I'm just thinking about the very beginning of this reading when I was seeing the Ten of Wands. That's a lot of overwhelm. If you're dealing with someone like that, that overwhelms you. It can burn you out. And I feel like you tried to be patient. I'm also hearing none of this is your fault. And that they took you for granted. Let's get another one for how you're feeling about them. You could also not trust them after however they treated you. Oh dear. How are you feeling about them? Seven of Cups. So they could have, there's a lot of sevens coming out. So you could have felt very confused about this. They could have, I'm definitely hearing something about communication. They could have really confused you with their communication. We have the Star. So for how you feel about them, you could be wondering if it's time to release them and look at other options, maybe online date with the Seven of Cups. This person could have ghosted you out of nowhere. When you were being patient with them, they could have just ghosted you. They also could have made you feel like an option with the Seven of Cups. It feels like, for how you feel about them, Aquarius energy, we also have Taurus and Libra, that you feel like this person has some healing to do. And you could very much be wondering, is it time to release them? Let's look at how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? Six of Wands, Queen of Swords. So for how they're feeling about you, they are very apprehensive about how to approach you. Because, like I said, you could have put up a boundary here with the Queen of Swords. You could have said, I know my worth. The Six of Wands shows they're very attracted to you. They could be watching you online. You definitely could have triggered their ego or bruised their ego, and they could have reacted from that place. And remember, they're going through an ego death right now. This is some intense energy. Six of Wands, they want success with you. I feel like they want to recognize that you deserved more. But there is this energy with the Two of Swords, their energy, and the Queen of Swords for how they feel about you. They are feeling very afraid to come towards you because I think that they hurt you. And I think they're worried that when they come towards you, you're going to tell them to get lost. I'm going to get, we have the Nine of Swords on the bottom. So they're, for how they feel about you, they're losing sleep right now. They're feeling very anxious. They're overthinking. They know that if they want success with you, they need to have a very important conversation with you. And if this is someone who struggles to communicate in a healthy way, and they're realizing that, that could be why they're so apprehensive about approaching you. I also feel like this person is recognizing that they caused you a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights. How is this person feeling about Scorpio? We have air energy. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Three of Wands. It's crossing. So, like I'll show it to you. It's not in reverse. It's not in the upright. It's like perfectly crossing. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, stagnation. Things became very stuck. I almost want to say this person was neglecting you in some way. They could have been neglecting they could have been neglecting showing you love. They could have been neglecting your feelings. Like you could have tried to tell this person how you felt and they could have invalidated you with their communication. It's like, I understand now what I'm seeing in some of your energies about, can I have a successful fresh start with this person from my past, or should I be looking for someone new? I understand that now. Neglecting relationship. So this person is feeling like whatever methods they were using towards this connection, and I want to say communication specifically in the past, no longer work. However they were showing up in this connection, whether that was through their time and energy, whether that was through their communication, it's no longer going to work if they want to move forward with you. They have to change. And the Knight of Pentacles does show that this person feels like they were neglecting this connection. They were neglecting you. And for some reason, I want to say they were neglecting your feelings. Where are you, Wands? Where are you? So yeah, for how they feel about you, there is obstacles. They feel like there's obstacles, and that if they come towards you, they have to come in different. That whatever way they showed up in this connection before will not work. That it will just make a pattern repeat. So there's this pressure to change. There's this pressure to do things differently. It also talks about compromise. So this person feels like they need to learn how to compromise with you, which is exactly what I was getting with all that. Like, I'm just hearing unhealthy communication. Whoops, that's on this side. This person could have also neglected you in some way, however that's resonating, and you could have become frustrated with them. You know, you could have run out of patience. All right. Let's see their intentions. What are their intentions? I don't think I've ever seen so many swords cards in a reading before. We have the Lovers. Interesting. So it feels like this person wants to choose this connection, come towards you with an offer. I want to confirm this. What are their intentions? Their intentions seem to be union. To find harmony with you, to reunite with you, to choose you. What are their intentions? You fell on the floor. We have the Sun. So their intentions are to have success with you, to have fulfillment with you, to heal. Their intentions, I was hearing that with the Lovers too, deciding to heal what these things that will no longer work here. We have the Chariot, and we have the Six of Pentacles for their intentions. So their intentions are to heal this connection. There's a very loud crow outside. To come towards you with the Chariot, to move this connection forward and have equal give and take and reciprocity, to find balance. And I feel like the Knight of Pentacles in reverse showed that this person wasn't giving you that balance. They could have been breadcrumbing you, and I don't use that term lightly. They could have been very like stingy with the time they were giving you. All right, we're going to look at the next 4 weeks between you and this person. The connecting energy in the next, well, Underneath the sun, we have the Six of Cups. So this person's intentions are all of the sixes are out. So there's definitely something about like lover's energy, soulmate energy, finding balance and harmony. And just to be clear, you don't need to take this person back. Like I could understand why you wouldn't, if I'm being honest, from what I'm seeing from this reading. I can understand why you might be in the energy of, I deserve better. What I'm seeing is that this person knows they need to change and they're going through an ego death. I would definitely not accept this past version of them back. Like they would have to change, they would have to heal. But let's look at the energy between you and this person in the next 4 weeks. Connecting energy in the next 4 weeks. We have the Devil. So the next 4 weeks, I'm not seeing action. With the Devil, that definitely shows, I feel like this person is maybe obsessively thinking about you. But we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom confirming this. And we have the Five of Cups. So I feel like this person, I want to say that in the next 4 weeks, they're becoming more self-aware of their own unhealthy patterns or communication. I don't know why I keep hearing communication. It's all these swords. And we do see an independent energy here. So Nine of Pentacles is kind of your independence and single, their independent and single. It is self-empowerment. It is self-improvement. The Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you're both working on yourselves, and you could be working on healing things from this connection. Like if this person treated you that way, you would have things that you need to heal from that type of energy. And I feel like this person has things they need to become more self-aware of. And the Five of Cups does show regret and sadness. So I feel like this person, they're working on themselves and they start to have regret for these unhealthy patterns. I'm going to go, that was 4 weeks. Let's go the next, we'll go 5 to 8 weeks now. 5 to 8 weeks, connecting energy. 5 to 8 weeks, connecting energy. What do we have? We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Eight of Wands. So there is a decisive moment here where there is communication with the Eight of Wands in the next 5 to 8 weeks. And the Wheel of Fortune, that's also about adjustments being made. So I feel like this person does make adjustments before they come towards you. It's also symbolic of like cycles coming to an end, which you need to become, to end a cycle, you need to become self-aware of it. And I feel like that's what's happening in the next month. And then the month after that, you're going to hear from this person. I actually want to ask your advice about what to do when you hear from them. What is your advice when you hear from this person? What is your advice when you hear from this person? So we have Strength here. So there is an energy of be strong, be confident, You know, make sure this person isn't communicating from a place of ego. The Knight of Pentacles for your advice is to take things slowly with this person, to make sure they've actually changed. To make sure they're changing this pattern, that they're not doing whatever it was that they did in the past here, they're not doing it again. I'm hearing take it very slow. Don't rush anything. Why am I looking up the Ten of Pentacles? That's not right. So be practical, take things slow and steady. Slow and steady progress will lead you to success. So take things very slowly here. We also have the Ten of Wands in reverse coming out. Ten of Wands in reverse. It does talk about relief from overwhelm. So make sure when this person comes in, if you're feeling emotionally burnt out and you're feeling overwhelmed, that's a sign that something's not in alignment. Make sure you take things slow and steady. It also talks emotional support from partner, Ten of Wands in reverse. So until you see that this person can give you that emotional support, because I don't know if they were in the past, until you can see that they can give you that emotional support, I would be taking it very, very slowly. You know, if this person doesn't take responsibility, not a good sign. I would also be taking things very slowly until this person takes responsibility for their actions, if that makes sense. All right, let's get you some channeled messages. Channeled messages from this person. So we do have runner. I don't want to run anymore. So, and I always say with the runner, I always say they're not running from you. They're running from their own shadows. They're running from the healing they need to do. They're running from their own self-awareness. So I feel like you could have been connected to someone who was running from their shadows. We have, you made me realize my flaws. I haven't given up hope on us yet. So this person is still hopeful they can make things right. We have things didn't go the way I planned. Soul tie. I always feel connected to you. We have overwhelmed. The stress of this is draining me. That's kind of the energy I was wondering if you were in when you were with this person. We have, I left when things got hard. We have responsibilities. So this person could have had a lot of responsibilities that they were taking care of. They could have been prioritizing their finances over you or their own, I want to say, emotional reality over you. And we have, they could have had a hard time taking responsibility for not showing up for you emotionally. We have mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. So I'm going to leave it there. But as always, I am sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.